Let's turn now to Kim Ives. He's an editor with the Newsweekly Haiti Liberte and has written about gangs in Haiti. Kim, thanks so much for joining us. First, any indication of why this group was targeted?
Well, as your correspondent said, the 400 Maozo, as they are known, 400 Maozo, is one of the most ruthless gangs, and they generally ambush cars and buses going along the road, Route 8, which goes from Port-au-Prince out to Himani, the border crossing with the Dominican Republic. So they're sort of in a choke point area. It's a very poor, arid, godforsaken part of Haiti. So they're able to act with great impunity. The government is dissolving, as we can see, and so this is their hallmark. They basically go after groups, and especially groups of foreigners. As many may know, back in April, they kidnapped 10 French religious people. There were 5 priests, 2 nuns among them, with 3 family members of one of the priests. And it's not known what they paid. Usually they ask a ransom of about $1 million. We don't know what the Catholic Church paid to release them.
We heard there you mentioned the Haitian government pretty much ineffective. What is the U.S. government likely doing right now, if anything?
Well, they're maybe thinking about some kind of intervention, which, again, I think would be really ill-advised. Haitians are totally sick of foreign military interventions. That would be the 6th U.S. military intervention since 1914. And Haitians really don't want it. I don't think Americans want it. So the situation is one where the Haitian people themselves have to resolve this problem. It's a systemic problem because the poor of the country are drowning or dying under the weight of misery, while a small handful of Haiti's bourgeoisie are becoming astronomically rich.
The U.S. last week pledged $15 million to help Haiti's national police force combat gang violence. Will any of this help, and is there any indication that the police themselves aren't involved in some of this violence?
Well, yeah, I don't think it's going to help. The problem can't be solved with guns. It's a problem of giving the people what they need. They need schools, hospitals, food, sanitation, internet, roads. They need the basic foundations of life. You have to think Haiti was an agricultural society until about 30 years ago. And now much of that agriculture, thanks to U.S. dumping of rice and so forth, has driven peasants off the land into the cities. Port-au-Prince was 50 years ago a city of 500,000. Now it's 3 million, and most of those people are part of the lumpen proletariat. They don't have a job. So you have to solve this at the foundation. And it should also be said, there are gangs fighting against this, or I call them gangs. They're neighborhood organizations which are fighting the kidnapping, anti-kidnapping. And the U.S. press, the mainstream press, tends to conflate the two. So the people are resisting even at the grassroots level.
Kim Ives, editor of Haiti Liberte, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.